Morning, Year 12. Hope you're all doing well. Another quick lesson today. Again, all I expect from you today is one paragraph, plus for you to catch up on any of the things that you've missed before using the PowerPoint that I've been producing for you over the last few weeks. We're going to continue to talk about the things that affect rehabilitation. So in the last couple of lessons, we've looked at the psychosocial factors, things such as mental toughness and stuff like that. We've looked at a table of techniques to improve adherence to rehabilitation programs. So looking at the psychological side. Today, just a very short one, we're going to look at the types of coping resources that athletes use. So it's this one here. So athletes need to have a number of coping resources in order to be able to get through their rehabilitation program and to not give up. They need to have, if I move into the description, athletes require a range of coping methods. So not having suitable coping methods will mean that the rehabilitation program is doomed to failure because the athlete's not able to cope with what they're being asked to do. There are, during the rehabilitation program, lots of different stressors that athletes need to cope with at different points of the rehabilitation program. So at some points they'll feel real despair, at other points they'll be quite high because they can see themselves getting closer to a return to sport. So without further ado, the coping strategies, and I'm going to go through three of them today. The first one is avoidance coping. Without sounding too twee, a number of you are using avoidance coping strategies at the moment because you're going through a very difficult situation with being at home during the coronavirus. Now, athletes use these as well. There is no acknowledgement whatsoever that there is a problem. So rather than try and complete their rehabilitation program, what they do is they seek out other things to do. Now, for athletes, that might be sitting around all day playing on their PlayStation because they think that the rehabilitation will take care of itself. Of course, it won't. But that's avoidance coping. The second type of coping is emotional focused coping. So athletes have to deal on a day-to-day basis with different negative emotions due to their injury, despair, and other things that we've talked about previously. In order to cope with that, what is a good strategy is for them to seek out social support, so support of their teammates and their family to keep them on track with what they're supposed to be doing. They might use imagery to sort out their mental state of mind, make sure that they can continue to move forward in a positive frame of mind. Well, they may use other stress management techniques. We've done loads about stress management techniques in the past. Ones that they might use would be aimed at reducing anxiety, increasing confidence, dealing with pain management correctly and making sure they've got the right things in place to deal with any pain, and other things designed to increase their adherence to a rehabilitation program, therefore reducing the chance of future injury. The final coping strategy is problem-focused coping. Now, obviously, this is the most beneficial type of coping strategy because it means that you are wanting to move forward with the rehabilitation program or whatever it is that you're trying to do in life. This is something that I'd like you lot to start to use, problem-focused coping. You have some stresses at the moment. There is a problem at the moment. So what are you going to do about it? Well, the correct thing to do is to educate yourselves on what the problem is. What is the problem? What is going on at the moment? And what are the solutions? So for an athlete, they would educate themselves on the actual rehabilitation process, making sure that they understood what was going on, because when you understand what's going on, you have to face less stress. Another solution would be for them to go and seek out practitioners to help. So the practitioners might include doctors, physiotherapists, sport therapists, things like that. How can they help you to solve those problems? Okay, that's it today. One paragraph I need producing, color coding. You will increase your chances of getting good marks if you can add real life examples to that. For example, can you think of an athlete who uses avoidance coping as a method of rehabilitating? Can you think of somebody who's used emotional support, emotional focused coping, and put an example for that? And can you think of somebody who's really gone all in on their rehab and used problem focused coping to help them to deal with the stress of being injured? I hope this helps and you find it easy. And as always, if you're having any problems, I'm on the end of an email. Simply email me and ask me, and I'll explain further. Okay, Year 12, good luck. See you soon. Bye bye.